not to be confused with John Piers. John Piers is an Australian professional tennis player who competed mainly on the ATP Challenger Tour both in singles and doubles until 2013, when he began to focus solely on doubles and began competing on the ATP World Tour. Piers reached his career high of world number 7 in doubles in September 2015. His highest ATP singles ranking is world number 456 in June 2012. John Piers went to Mentone Grammar and led the 1STS team to 2 premierships, his first when he was in Year 7 in 2001 and his second when he was in Year 12 in 2006. Professional career 2013 Piers began the 2013 season playing with fellow Australian John Patrick Smith, receiving a wildcard into the Australian Open. It was here that Piers gained his first ever Grand Slam victory, upsetting Polish duo of Mariusz Fistenberg and Marcin Matkowski in their opening match. In the second round they fell to Sergei Stakhovsky and Mikhail Yuzny in straight sets. In February, Piers teamed up with established doubles specialist Jamie Murray, a partnership that immediately looked to be a successful one, as the pair reached the semi-finals of their first tournament together at the Open Sud de France. A couple of months later, Piers and Murray won their first title together, defeating 13-time Grand Slam champions and world number 1 pair Bob and Mike Bryan in the final of the U.S. Men's Clay Court Championships after coming back from a set down. The pair played their first Grand Slam tournament together at the French Open, however despite taking out the 15th-seeded team of Noel and Polasowek in the first round, they ultimately fell in their next match against Colombian duo of Juan Sebastian Cabal and Robert Ferrer-Mixoud. This however allowed them to compete at the Allegan Trophy, a challenger event which they ultimately won. Piers and Murray then went on to have a fairly successful grass court season, reaching the quarter-finals of the Allegan Championships, and the semi-finals of the Allegan Championships. They headed to Wimbledon in a confident mindset, however went out in the first round to James Blake and Jurgen Meltzer in a 5-set thriller that ended 14-12 in an 87-minute final set. Their early loss did not dishearten them however, and the pair went on to win their second title of the year a few weeks later, at the CRA Copyright det Agricole Suisse Open GSTAAD. At the US Open, the pair had their most successful run at a Grand Slam tournament, making it all the way to the quarterfinals, defeating 9th seeds David Marrero and Fernando Verdasco on the way. In the end the pair went out to eventual finalists Alexander Payer and Bruno Soares in 3 sets. Next up for the pair was the Asian swing of tournaments, where the pair had their best run of results to date, making 2 finals in a row and competing in their first Masters 1000 tournament as a pair. At the PTT Thailand Open, the pair were seeded 3rd, and went on to win their 3rd title of the year. Piers and Murray defeated multiple Grand Slam champion and former world number 1 Leander Paes on their way to the final, where they defeated Tomas Bednarek and Johan Brenstra Paragraph M in 3 sets. The following week, Piers and Murray reached their second final in a row, Piers' first ever ATP 500 final at the Rakuten Japan Open. Despite a close first set, the pair lost to established doubles pairing of Rohan Bopanna and Edouard Roger Vasselin in straight sets. Piers competed in his first ever Masters 1000 tournament at the Shanghai Masters, where he and Murray defeated established doubles champions Julian Benneteau, Nenad Simonja and Robert Lindstedt on their way to the semi-finals, where they lost in straight sets to Spanish duo of Marrero and Verdasco, in a closely fought contest that ended up being decided by 2 tiebreakers. 2014 Piers began the year with regular doubles partner Jamie Murray at the Brisbane International. The pair made it to the semi-finals before they lost to Daniel Nestor and Mariusz Fistenberg in straight sets. Their next tournament was the Heineken Open. They made the quarter-finals before withdrawing from the tournament. At the Australian Open they were the 15th seeds. They made the second round before losing to Ravin Klaasen and Eric Butorek in straight sets. Piers played next at the 2014 ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament with Julian Noel while Jamie Murray was out with injury. The pair made it to the quarter-finals before losing to Julian Benneteau and Edouard Roger Vasselin. Piers next played at the 2014 Open 13 with Jesse Houghton but the pair lost in the first round. Piers next played at the 2014 Dubai Tennis Championships with previous partner Julian Knoll, but the pair lost in the first round. Piers next played the BNP Paribas Open with regular partner Jamie Murray, but the pair lost in the first round to Jay Beneteau and Permil Roger Vasselin. They next played at the Sony Open Tennis but lost in straight sets to sixth seeds Daniel Nesta and Nenad Zamunja. Piers and Murray started their clay court season at the Grand Prix Hassan II, where they were seeded second. They made the semi-finals BFORELOSNG to Luka Sodlaha 1/2 and Thomas Bednarek in straight sets. They made a second consecutive semi-final at the BRD Florence Stars Asia React Trophy before losing to top seeds Jean-Julien Roger and Horia Teka Florenu. At the BMW Open, the pair defeated the top seeds Raven Klaasen and Eric Butorek in the semi-finals before defeating Colin Fleming and Ross Hutchins to win their first title of the year. They lost in the opening round of the Mutua Madrid Open, but managed to bounce back and reach the semi-finals of the Darwin Quarter-Seldorf Open. They followed this up by reaching the third round of the French Open, which was both their best result at the tournament, where they were defeated by top seeds Bob and Mike Bryan. They followed up the defeat by making the final of the Aragon Championships, defeating the Bryan brothers in the second round, but were beaten by second seeds Alexander Payer and Bruno Soares. They then lost their opening match of the Aragon International. At Wimbledon they were seeded 14th and made the third round before losing in 5 sets to Alexander Payer and Bruno Soares. In August the pairing reached the final of the Winston-Salem Open as the third seeds but lost to the pairing of Cabal Ferrer. In September, Murray Piers also reached the final of the Malaysian Open as the second seeds but lost to fourth seeds Matkoski Paris. The pair finished the year at the Swiss Indoors Open where they lost in the first round again to Matkosi and Paris. 2015 Murray Piers again began their year at the 2015 Brisbane International where they defeated top seeds Roger Teke in the first round before going on to win the title by defeating the pairing of Dolgopolov Nishikori. The pair reached the third round at the 2015 Australian Open as the 16th seeds, losing to fourth seeds Dodig Malo. The pair's good form continued in Rotterdam where after losing in the qualifying rounds they were handed a 1-1 match as lucky losers following a withdrawal. The pair went on to reach the finals before losing in a rematch against Roger Teke. In April, the pair again reached their third final of the year in Barcelona but lost to Dragan Jacontin. In May, the pair reached back-to-back quarter-finals at ATP 1000 Masters in Madrid and Rome. In Madrid they lost to Lopez Mniai and in Rome they lost to eventual finalists Granollers Lopez. In July, Murray Piers reached the final of the 2015 Wimbledon Championships losing to Roger Teke in straight sets. Major tournaments Grand Slams doubles 2 ATP Career Finals doubles 16 Challenger Finals doubles 12 Doubles Career Summary Men's doubles key 1 tournament or reached final, semi-final, quarter-final, round 4, 3, 2, 1. Competed at a round-robin stage. Lost in qualification round. Absent from tournament event. Played in a Davis Cup/Fed Cup zonal group or playoff. Won a bronze, silver or gold medal at the Olympics. A downgraded Masters Series/1000 tournament. Or a tournament that was not held in a given year. To avoid confusion and double counting, these charts are updated either at the conclusion of a tournament, or when the player's participation in the tournament has ended. Amateur tennis, Piers played varsity tennis for the Middle Tennessee State University Blue Raiders before transferring school to play for Baylor University Bears. While representing the Blue Raiders, John earned all-conference honors from the Sun Belt in 2009 and 2010 in singles and doubles. Piers also received the Sun Belt Conference MVP in 2009. During his time at Baylor University, John was named All-Big 12 in both singles and doubles and received ITA All-American honors in doubles. Paired with Roberta Matin, they finished the season ranked number 5 in the national doubles ITA rankings. Piers also earned ITA Texas Region Arthur Ashe Sportsmanship Award. References External links: John Piers at the Association of Tennis Professionals, John Piers at the International Tennis Federation.